Good morning, David.
Good morning.
Finally, the video from 2007, I believe, it was published on our TV about dream catchers on Crownways. Can you tell us a little bit more about this project?
Certainly.
What was the purpose of it, how it started, and why you have decided to shoot a video with Doris and Francis?
Okay, certainly. As many people know, already back in 2007, Dreamcatchers was starting to consolidate a lot of its ideas and a lot of the things that had been coming up in the Dreamcatcher sessions to actually put this Crownways proposal together. I actually mentioned it a little bit in the video itself. And at that time there was some money coming from the Indian government to start the Crown Road. So based on some of the ideas that were coming up in Dreamcatchers, we felt that starting to build the Crown Road from the Solar Kitchen in the direction of Arca was maybe not the best idea at the time, that it would be better to concentrate to the west of that junction, around the Solar Kitchen going in the direction of the Centre Guest House. So we put this proposal together, and at that time, well, there were various reasons why it didn't go ahead, and history has shown that the Crown Road's now continued in the direction of Arca. The reason we've now made the video is since there have been all these radio broadcasts between B and Luigi, where Crownways keeps coming up as a topic, it seemed a bit strange that nobody could see what it was, and a number of people came up to me and said, "I never saw it. What is it? What does it look like?" So we've kind of, Doris and Francis very generously offered to make this video, and so we thought it was a good opportunity just to basically, for archival purposes, so people can see it. It's anyway not happened.
But what was also one option?
It was just an alternative, and it was a kind of an attempt to show what community participation could produce. I wasn't actually here at that time last year, but I did hear that Mr. Doshi came and felt it was a little bit, I think he used the word kindergarten, but I'm not quite, that's what I've been told, but I haven't actually, I wasn't here, so I can't. Like that, It was something in direction kindergarten, so that's fine.
So maybe you're going to grow up.
Well, the interesting thing about community participation is that we even should go and ask the children what they want. So whether we did something childish, childlike, or innocent, I don't know. It's kind of, I think the energy behind it, a lot of people very much connected to, and they very much liked what was being proposed. So it's just there for, I would say it's there for discussion purposes. Like if the community wants to go into further discussion about it, it's there as a point of reference, as some kind of an alternative. But it was never seen to be a proposal that should simply be built. It was never meant to be a finished product. It was actually
just the Dreamcatcher.
It was the Dreamcatchers proposing, kind of showing the kind of ideas and the richness of ideas that could come up if you went into a collaborative process. That was the main focus of it. And I find it very interesting now that 5 years down the road, people are actually still talking about it, even if it is kindergarten in inverted commas. So I think it's
between talking and really participating, I see the huge gap, because right now community is not really participating, but they are criticizing a lot. And to me, that's not constructive. So.
I totally agree. And the Dreamcatchers was very much about constructive development and sitting together. This is actually just to aid the discussion, because people can go upstairs and they see certain plans on the wall of what's being proposed now. But if there is a discussion, and if these discussions are going on the radio, it seemed a little bit strange. And I didn't know what to say to people when they came up to me and said, "So what is this Crownways?" And I actually didn't want to have to present it individually 5-10 times a week to different people. And this seemed like a very good idea, to just be able to put it on the radio and the TV that people see. And even just for archival purposes, so someone can say, okay, back in 2007, this is what happened. But it was very much a product of its time. I mean, we've moved on. We're 5 years later.